Na lássuk csak. Remélem most már működik minden. Remélem engem is hallani, a játékot is hallani. Meg vagyok én adva ezzel a hanggal. Na. Na, lássuk. Túl világos? Na, most meg túl homályos. Jaj, de utálom ezt, amikor késik a stream, és nem tudok rendesen beállítani semmit. Pillanat, lássuk csak így. Azt hiszem, hogy így már jó lesz. Na, hát szép jó estét kívánok mindenkinek. Folytassuk akkor az AC3-at, ott ahol legutóbb abba hagytuk. A játék kedvéért ilyen mohaokosra nyírtam ki magam mára. Na. Szóval. Hol is hagytuk abba? Ott, hogy menni kell Achilles-szel. Akkor zahajíme misszió.
Good morning.
Dobre ráno, dobjete ki.
You taking a trip?
I've decided to do something about the house, and you're going to help me.
Szóval megyünk felújítani a házat. Az öreg végül meggondolta magát, nem hagyja szétesni az egész kócerájt. Boston, 1770.
Don't stare.
Sorry.
Come on.
This place is incredible. The people, the sounds and smells. I could walk these streets for days and know not even half its wonders.
I thought the same as you upon a time. These days, I much prefer the quiet of the countryside.
But there is so much life here. So many opportunities.
For a few, my boy. For a few.
Jak prekoho. Hát igen, nagy a lehetőségek a városokban, de mégis király.
There's a store close to here. You're to buy the items on this list.
Let's see,
Tell them where the carriage is, and they'll see that it's loaded. Understood?
Yes.
Good.
Igen.
You're also going to need a new name. Your skin is fair enough that you might pass for one with Spanish or Italian blood. Better to be thought a Spaniard than a native. And both are better still than I.
That is not true.
What's true and what is aren't always the same.
What would you call me then?
Kana. Yes, that will be your name. All right then, off you go.
Azt mondja Achilles, hogy a külsején, ahogy kinéz, Ratonhaketon, ahogy kinéz, hát nagyon nem lenne szerencsés a külseje miatt, nem lenne túl szerencsés ebbe a városba, mert a kinézete hamarabb egy spanyolnak vagy egy olasznak felel meg. Erre ad neki egy olyan nevet, hogy Connor. Hát ha már annyira olaszosnak néz ki, akkor miért nem adják neki azt a nevet, hogy Giuseppe, vagy ha spanyol, akkor mit tudom én, Pedro, de Conor az milyen név? Azt hiszem, hogy az ír, nem? A Conor. Milyen név a Conor? Majd akarja valaki kommentbe írja meg, én úgy tudom, hogy a Conor az ír név. Én tudom, hogy Achillesnek a fiát Conornak hívták, Conor Davenportnak. És hát elnevezte mindegy, őt elnevezte Conornak. Akkor minek ez a rizsa, hogy úgy nézel ki külsőleg, mint egy olasz vagy mint egy spanyol. És akkor ad neki egy ír nevet. Hát, oké. Egy kicsiket nézzünk körül. Nos, akkor. Ha jól hallom, megint fennakadt a zene. Ez a baj ezzel a remaster verzióval, hogy a zene egyre... Van ez a morgó zene, ami most hallatszik. Ez egyre gyakrabban így fennakad. És amikor, mit tudom én, van valami más dolog, akkor közben mindig megy ez a morgó zene. Menjetek már oda-erre. Na. Halljátok? Megyen továbbra is a zene.
You lost?
Csüssz! Kéne néhány
I need
dolog.
the items on this list.
Will you be paying with coin or trade? Some of these things I have, some I don't. Lumber's hard to come by since my supplier up and vanished. I have the tools and pitch, though. Nails, too. So, where do you want this delivered?
Our wagon is near the State House.
De amúgy milyen rendes alak, hogy nem próbált minket egyből átcseszni.
I should return to Achilles.
Who stands in Parliament for Boston? For New York? For Virginia? No one.
Csak egy pillanat. Egy pillanatra kimenjünk a főmenübe. Egy pillanatra kimenjünk a főmenübe. És akkor menjünk vissza, hogy hát ha ez a rekedő zene már végre abba hagyja maga, abba
I should
hagyja.
return to Achilles.
Igen, annyiba maradt. Most már ezen nem megy. Na, most már ezen nem megy, és az a rekedő zene most már abban maradt. És megint elkezdődött? Ja igen, amikor madártávlatban megyek, akkor mindig elkezdődik ez a reked zene. Remélem, hogy abba adja utána, mert amúgy egy idő után baromira idegesítő tud lenni. Bassza meg, és továbbra is megy ez a rekedő zene.
We're headed to the customs house to toss some quips at the lobsters.
Minek ugrabugrász jobbra-balra, csak menj már oda az öreghez.
What happened?
With me!
That's
to
what
King
we're
Street!
going to
We'll
find
show 'em!
out. Follow me.
Down to the customs house for a spree! Come along!
Úgy látszik, hogy úgy fogom azt hiszem, hogy úgy fogom csinálni az egészet, hogy majd az
I should
egész...
return to Achilles.
Majd live-on kívül fogom végigcsinálni, hogy ez a rekedő zene állandóan ne idegesítsen
What happened?
titeket.
That's what we're going to find out. Follow me.
Ja, most már ez nem megy. Nem, bár tök mindegy. Lehet, hogy majd a szerző jó véget a YouTube letiltja, mint valamelyik maffia játék. Amikor játszottam a maffiát, akkor jöttek az értesítések, hogy a YouTube tiltsa le a videókat, mert a zene az szerzőileg védett.
Oi! Why don't you go back to England?
No good can come of this chaos! Return to your homes, and all will be forgiven! Never!
Not until you've answered for your crimes!
You're right, cowards!
You don't scare us.
Pointing guns at unarmed
We ain't afraid!
Ott a fater.
Is that my father?
Yes, which means trouble is sure to follow. I need you to tail his accomplice. This crowd is a powder keg. We can't allow him to light the fuse.
But
But nothing. Do as I say and go.
Come on, you gosh-gutted coward! It doesn't shoot at me! Hey, Lobster! Go ahead! Fire your little gun!
You red fat rum son of
Oké, szóval ezt a faszit követni.
I just shall fight just this on you!
Oi, you there! What's all the fuss about?
Fire at the townhouse.
Aj, menj már tovább, te nyomoronc! Mi a nyavaját, hát húzzatok már innen! Szóval megy föl a tetőre. Adok én neked mindjárt, te.
Your plot is ended.
Not quite.
Charles Lee!
Oh, damn you!
Az anyád. Oké. Pater. anyádba. Vered a... Tudod midet.
I need to find Achilles.
Ennyi? Jó. Ouch, ez meg mindenütt látnak. Na, mutasd már ki végre a térképen, hova kell menni. Jó, keressük meg akkor Achilles-t.
Over here. Over here.
Sam Adams.
You're Achilles' boy. Connor, was it? I saw what happened at the townhouse. A fine mess that.
Who are you?
Samuel Adams, at your service. Achilles asked me to get you out of Boston.
Explain.
The whole city's looking for you.
Oh yay, oh yay! A criminal stalks the streets.
Nem is hasonlít
wanted in
rá.
connection with the massacre at the townhouse. Citizens are advised to call the guards if they see him. £10 to whoever brings this madman.
What am I supposed to do?
Or you can take down these posters for a start.
Nekem nincs is olyan
Return to me once you
nyakláncom.
remove the others.
Take down those posters and then we'll talk.
Na jó, akkor ide letépünk néhány plakátot. Életbe. A legnagyobb kérdés akkor is az, hogy mindenütt ott basznak a katonák, mégis hogyan kéne eltakarodni innen. Jaj, bazd meg, ne ugra-bugrálj már össze-vissza, hanem menjhet! Na, itt kimutassa, hogy itt van valahol egy izé. Aj, a kurva szádat. Hát mász már fel végre. Mit szerencsétlenkedel? Mindenütt itt basznak a katonák, hát most mit csinálja? Már végre leálltatok? Nyomorult barmok. Hol a picsába van? És megint észrevesznek. És megint észrevesz. Hát mász már fel végre! Jézus Isten! Mindenütt, ahol plakát van, ott tele van katonával. Hogy a picsába menjek én végig az utcán? Ott is katonák, ott is katonák, ott is katonák, mindenütt katonák. Ugorj már le végre! Menj már! Minek mászol oda fel?
Ah, Connor. There you are. I'd like you to meet Cyrus.
Is he the killer?
Jeez. Cyrus is on our side, or rather, for the right price, he will be.
Have you seen this man?
Watch and learn.
Oh yay, oh yay! Word has reached us that the man responsible for today's shooting may have been in disguise. A wig and makeup tin were found near the scene of the crime. Witnesses describe a middle-aged gentleman of pale complexion fleeing towards the wharves, rifle in arm.
Thank you kindly, Cyrus.
Pleasure.
Come on, then. There's still one last bit of work to do.
Where are we going?
To the printer. Where do you think all those posters came from? They're made by a machine. We need to shut it down.
Na jó van, akkor doprovodj a szemed, de szemed, te meg mozdulj már meg. És miért menjünk a zöld sárkány kocsmába? Hát az a templomosoknak a... Már megint mi van? Kapjátok be mind. Te meg gyere már, te nyomorult! Na mi van? Hát te nem vagy normális, te jó ember.
He's done no wrong. Let him alone. I'll see you inside.
Addig fogsz ott áldogálni, még vagy ezren nem találnak meg minket és nem nyírnak ki? Hát te ritka egy barom vagy. Bocsi srácok, már valahogy nincs türelmem erre a baromra. Hát áldogál ott, mint egy rakás szerencsétlenség, és vár, még jönnek ezren minket kinyírni.
Hold on.
Takarodj már oldalra. Öcsém, ez az ember, én bizisten, ha kik lehetne nyírni, hát belévágom a baltámat. Hát ma rohadtul idegesít ez a fickó.
Use your lantern to light the lamps, Connor. They'll help us find our way should we get turned around.
I wonder why they built these tunnels.
Minek építették azokat a tunneleket? Hát azért, mert pár száz év múlva majd jön egy olyasmi, mint a szesztilalom, és majd jól
Excellent.
megjön.
Let us move on.
Szart se látni.
Much as it pains me to say it, we must follow the rats, as they often move in the direction of an exit. Well, well. You were right. I apologize for ever doubting. No wonder Achilles has taken such an interest in you. Arse. I don't suppose lockpicking is part of your repertoire? Well done. The printer isn't far. Let us reconvene there.
Oh, Istenem. Na, hogy már itt legyen egy átjáró. Isten.
You ask a great deal of me, Sam.
I know, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important, if it wasn't vital.
Fine. Just this once, though. In the future, such things will come at a price. Resetting the type is neither quick nor easy. To say nothing of the cost should I be discovered.
I shall not forget this kindness.
Nor I.
His work will see your last little bit of notoriety erased. Come, I'll show you how to leave now that order's been restored. So, now you've had a chance to see how it all works. Untoward actions will upset the citizens and inevitably lead to the guards being called. Depending on the severity of your transgression, they may simply search a bit before giving up.
Másokat is idegesít ez a rohadt
But should
tutorial
you offend them
szakasz.
severely or repeatedly, they'll become much more aggressive in their pursuits. I've shown you 3 ways to turn the tide. Remove wanted posters,
Most mi
bribe
van?
town criers,
Hát
or
gyere
visit a
már!
printer to create your own propaganda.
This feels wrong. Why not just speak to someone and explain my innocence?
You can't be serious.
We counter one lie with another. Words on paper instantly taken as truth.
Te fiúk,
All
neked
of
még
it
milyen
without question.
cipőd van?
They loose this beast, or have you forgotten? I merely helped you tame and turn it round.
There must be another way. Something more honest.
Well, when you find it, do let me know. But until then, we sculpt with the clay we have.
My apologies. I do not mean to sound ungrateful.
Quite all right. I was much the same at your age. You'll grow out of it.
And if I do not? If I refuse?
Then you'll likely wind up. Here we are. Speak with the harbor master and he'll see you home.
Thank you for everything, Sam. I promise one day to repay the favor.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Like this.
Oké. És akkor most haza kell mennünk. Akkor menjünk haza. Kár a hajója, nem? Nem tudok most elmászni rá? Majd rendbe hozzuk. Ja. Azt mondjuk innen. Ó, öreg, merre vagy? Szevasz.
Welcome back.
You left me in Boston.
The training we've done here is all well and good, but experience is a better teacher by far.
What of my father?
Into the wind, I'm afraid.
We have to find him.
And we will, after the house has been repaired.
But he's out there plotting who knows what.
And what would you do when you found him? If you found him? You're a boy with a few months of training. He's a man, full grown, who spent decades honing his skills. If you're going to stand a chance against the Templars, you're going to need these.
Ó, a rejtett pengék.
Go on before I change my mind.
Kiérdemeltük a rejtett pengéket. Godfrey. Mi a baj? Jövök már!
Sir, please, help! He's going to die!
Kicsoda?
Who?
There's no time! Please, come! Down there! He's just passed under the bridge!
Help me! Please! Someone! Help!
Ja, persze, és nehogy már vizes legyek, miközben megmentem az életét. Nehogy már, ugye?
Someone! Help!
Jaj, de bírom az ilyet.
Someone! Help me! Please! Help me! Please! Someone! Help! Someone! Help!
Így is be kell hozzáugrani a vízbe.
What this knobend is trying to say is he's forever in your debt, sir.
Who you calling? A knob end?
You, because you are one.
What were you doing on those logs?
One of the dangers of lumbering. We've got the camp set up a few rods off of here, as we're cutting timber. We're hoping to open a mill in the area.
There's a good place not far from the manor on the hill where I'm staying.
Okay.
I like you already. We'll have a look.
És öltözködj át, mert tüdőgyulladást kapsz.
I'll miss the peace and quiet, but we can certainly use the wood.
The manor needs a lot of work.
That and other things. Meet me at the small shack by the shoreline when you have time. There's something else you need to see.
What is it?
An asset.
Szóval most itt meg kell ezt majd oldani ezeket a kommunita dolgokat. Hát te meg ugyan minek örülsz. Kész sok. Na. Hova kell most mennünk? Oké. Aha, van itt egy riflecesztovanya, van itt egy gyors utazás, akkor menjünk oda. Egy fast travel, na. És utána, ha jól láttam, elküld minket rendbe rakni a hajót, nem? Hé, seggfejek! Mit csináltok azzal a szerencsétlen emberrel?
You had your warning!
Öreg. Most már nyugiban. Na, húzd már fel végre ezt a szerencsétlent. Jól van ez így. Majd megnézem.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I think so. Didn't do much to me aside from a good scare. Blackguards.
What did they want with you?
My purse, which was meager, and they decided they'd punish me for their trouble. Silly, really. My tools and equipment were worth a king's share to the right man. In any case, I had best get on my way. It's a long walk to the nearest inn. I thank you again for your kindness.
Have you no home?
Oh, well, I was a proud resident of Boston until recently, but I'm not a supporter of His Majesty, and, well, I was forced out of my woodshop and home by loyalists.
There are plenty around here who could use the services of a skilled craftsman if you were looking for somewhere to settle.
Is that right? I may look into that.
Na, most már van egy ügyes ácsunk. Ez akkor megvolna. Kesár. Dokáže vyrobit produktívna úroveň číslo 1. Zsír. Szóval tudunk most már hordókat. Oké. Jó, egyenlőre nincs több... farmos dolog.
I found him! People say these a myth, but I have him. Captain Kidd had a secret to be sure. Just get me a ship, and a crew, and we'll find out what it was he held so dear. I met him once, that captain. He was 7 feet tall if he was an inch. I tell ya, legs like tree trunks and a smithy's arms. Almost broke my hand shaking it'll know.
Mit beszél ez a
No
palád?
weapon made by man could harm him.
Go away!
Robert Faulkner.
Said go away, boy! Do you not speak the King's English? Oh, I didn't see you there, old man. I'd have set my home in order if I'd known you'd be calling.
The boy's name is Connor. He's here to restore the property.
Restore? Restore? Pardon my manners. She's still the fastest in the Atlantic. Sure, she needs some attention. Minor things mostly, but with a little affection, she'll fly again.
Who is she?
Who is she? Why, the Aquila boy, the ghost of the North Seas.
The boat.
A boat? She's a ship, boy, and make no mistake about it. I thought you brought him here to restore order. I reckon he's the greenest thing on the frontier.
Connor, meet me back at the manor when you've finished here.
You said it requires repairs. You able?
She does need work. A ship is a she, boy. And yes, I can refit her, but I'm lacking in the proper supplies. Some quality timber would help me get started.
I can see to that. How long before she is able to sail again?
Just get me the lumber, boy. And I'll raise a crew.
Bocsi, közben az asszony írogat. Jó, akkor most menjünk a Achilleshez vissza. Na öreg, figyelj csak ide.
There you are. I've something to show you. Come, take a look.
What is it?
A ledger. It lets us manage the homestead's dealings.
And these?
That was years ago. Before the slow fever, before the Templars, before everything collapsed. But that's all in the past. Better we focus on what's in front of us. Take up the ledger, and I'll teach you how it all works.
Na jó, szóval akkor most az kell, hogy nyomjunk egy entert. És jó, zakupítja drevó, szóval vásárolnunk kell faanyagot. Most akkor tele vagyunk faanyaggal, igaz? És speciálne predmety konvoj na statku. Igen. Pridelíme kell a fa. Na hát, most mi van? Így, vybereme obchodníka. Akkor legyen ez, a más nem. És viszlať konvoj. Potvrdiť. Pokračuj.
Time passed quickly after.
Megvan a hajónk.
My days a blur of study, training, and work. What little free time Achilles allowed me was spent learning about the Templars, about Charles Lee and my father. I longed to confront them, to put an end to their schemes, to ensure my people would remain untroubled and free. But I knew it was too soon, that to approach them now would see me killed. All my work would be for nothing. Patience, restraint. These proved the most difficult subjects for me. But in time, I mastered them as well. Days became months. Months became years. And as my skills and knowledge grew, so too did I.
De végre már újra nyár lett, vagy tavasz, nem is láttam, hogy milyen hónapot írnak. Jaj. De ami a lényeg, hogy már nincs hó. Hello.
Come aboard and feast your eyes, boy. No, not the left foot. Never the left foot. Horrible look. Step with your right foot first.
She is solid?
Aye. Weatherly and sleek. She'll fetch 12 knots in a stiff gale. Ne'er a ship from here to Singapore can outrun her on her best day. What do you say we take her out? Show you what she can do firsthand.
Where would we go?
As it happens, she still needs guns and the officers to command them. We'll launch straight away. Don't worry, lad. I'll make sure you sprout good sea legs. Haul in the mainsail! Get up the rigging! Hand over fist! Come on, men! Let's get her out where she needs to be!
Oké, pozemni konvoj do Bostonu 10 perc múlva, rendben. Akkor hajókázunk egyet.
Come on, lad, no time like the present.
A keleti partok 1770.
Double time, boy, it's time you learned.
Nem csak vissza tudna úgy csinálni. Na, megtanuljunk. Megtanulunk hajót vezetni.
Take the helm. Come on, she won't bite.
Na gyerünk. Hogy is kell?
You're connected to her now. Half sail. Ha! Your killer flies again. Do you feel it, lad? Set a course for Martha's Vineyard. We'll find our guns and officers there. She's a nimble vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. And the firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows. Call for full sail if you like.
Full sail!
Wind looks to be shifting. Stay alert, Connor. Gusty winds can be difficult to manage.
Oda szél. Kicsit visszavesszük. Még. Szűnj már meg! Jó.
Now, take us
Márta
through these
vinyád,
shallows.
beszélő żadne szkody.
Careful not to run up on them. The sandbars will slow us down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hole. And if you want to make a quick tack, call for half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
Új, mekkora forgalom
Mind
van itt.
those other vessels. Hold your tack to keep your right of way.
Tschüss. Hogy néz ez ki? Na, mindjárt ott vagyunk. Oh. Eddig jók vagyunk, csak ez a rohadt hajó itt előttünk.
Cottages. We're close.
Oké, akkor menjünk bedokkolni.
No sail. Slow her down. Drop anchor.
Jó.
We'll go ashore, buy our guns, and find our officers. Oh, hello, Miss Mandy. You're looking every bit as ravishing as I remember.
After all these years, you sail all the way to the vineyard to pay me compliments?
We are looking for David and Richard Clutterbuck.
Nice to see you, too.
Robert Faulkner. Where the hell you been?
Sorry for leaving like I did, lads, but where I was going, no one could know. You two working much?
No. Between contracts at the moment.
Well, we're looking for gunnery officers. What would you two say to working with me again?
We'd be for getting into a few more scraps.
Good show. The Aquila is a fine vessel. We're fitting all the guns as we speak.
Looks like your friend's about to catch a beating.
Where is Charles Lee?
I don't much care for your tone, boy.
Hey, you don't want to be doing that, Biddle.
Bobby Faulkner turned to wet nursing. It's good you finally realize you're a shite sailor.
Whoa, 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 not in here, gentlemen. Better still, not at all. Bobby, take your friends and get out!
Let's go, boys. Our guns ought to be ready. Come on.
Itt bajok lesznek. Megvannak az ágyúink. Ja, Istenem. Folyt még mindig ez a rohadt köhögés. Na, gyerünk! Full sail!
What the bloody hell was that about?
The older man is a Templar. Who was he with?
A Templar? The young buck was Nicholas Biddle. Nobody. Sails before the mast. Midshipman for the Crown.
Are the guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a suitable target and show you how they work. We've fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start, but rest assured there's ample room to add more should you feel the need.
Na, menjünk letesztelni az ágyukat.
Looks like a British frigate with half seas over.
A brit
Should do
fregat.
nicely for a spotted target practice. Bring around broadside, and when all guns are on target, call fire.
Jó.
Round shot for a start.
És akkor... Tűz!
Well done, boy. Now, aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible.
Tűz! Bingo! Megvan.
Powder in there.
Good. Now give the swivel guns a turn.
Van
More
még
precise.
ott
Hit those old powder
puska
barrels and
por.
light up the sky.
És céloz. Hű.
Never gets old. Not bad for a spud, Captain.
You are a fast learner.
Provided something interests me.
Ah, getting a taste for the open sea, are we? We'll make a jack tar out of you yet. Now we should be getting back. The old man is like to have my hide for keeping you out so long.
Na, gyerünk!
Why is he shooting at us?
Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take your pick.
What do we do?
Naught else but to fight back. Sink the bastard!
Use the swivels on him, Captain.
Mégis mire? Hát már mindent szétlőttünk. Szépen megy le a nap. De most mit kell csinálni? Hát... Hát oké. Arról volt szó, hogy valamit szét kell lőni, szétlőttünk mindenkit és nem fogadta el. Beszeres.
Why is he shooting at us?
Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take your pick.
What do we do?
Naught else but to fight back.
Hey.
Sink the bastard.
Use the swivels on him, Captain.
Jó, ez megvan. Aha, szóval így kell a bukni. Meg volt mind a 3? Még csak 2? Na. Jó, most akkor én jövök.
English frigate!
Angol
BB
fregat.
Twattle's another one. Where in the bloody hell did she come from?
Tűz! Jó.
Carry on, sailor. Not bad for your first voyage, eh, boy?
Now we best be getting back, or the old man will have my guts for garters.
Profik vagyunk. Jó, 100%-os a szinkronizálás.
I got 'em! All of 'em! You get what I need, and I'll give 'em to you. Simple. You got a ship, could find 'em all to boot.
Who is that man?
Him? Some old salt always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd. Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, your keeler's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
Jó. So...
3 weeks. And not even a goodbye before you left.
3 hétig voltunk távol.
Sorry.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Három hétig hajóztunk, ne csesszel már.
Put them on.
Na, öltözzünk fel.
Once upon a time, we had a ceremony on such occasions. But I don't think either of us are really the type for that. You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
Na, oficiálisan is ordiakosok lettünk. Király. Jaj, nem már!
Welcome back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news for once.
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source, and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky, though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe, The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
Local utility companies have assured the public that they're completely prepared for the upcoming solar maximum. Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
If only they knew.
What's this?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're on mission. This will let us talk to each other.
We're almost there, so listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above.
What do you mean, above?
Igen, tudom, szótlan vagyok, mert marhára semmit.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, reach you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera? I've got pictures. Running diagnostics. Perfect. I've got a nice, strong signal.
Seriously, Sean? Fuck you.
Akkor másszunk tovább. Mi hamarabb tudjuk le ezt a szakaszt.
Jesus.
Look on the bright side. No security to worry about.
Yeah.
And on the not so bright side, the slightest misstep means you're effectively paced.
Shut up, Sean.
Erre? Merre?
Almost there, Desmond. Once you reach the top of the lit-up crane, you should be high enough to make the jump.
Should?
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Well, you might want to worry a little. I'm pretty sure she was high when she was running the numbers.
Sean!
A joke. It was a joke.
Jaj, Sean, fogd már be a pofádat. annyi rész után még mindig olyan rohadt irritáló vagy, hogy az nem igaz. Na gyerünk.
Jump when you're ready, but wait for my signal to open the chute. Timing's really important here. Too soon or too late and you'll miss the building.
No, akkor ugrál.
Now, open your...
Micsoda kilátás. Igazi szarcsalád.
That wasn't so bad.
So, you must be Desmond. Not exactly what I expected. But I guess your kind doesn't have many options these days.
Who are you?
Ask your father. Now give me that.
I don't think so.
Look. I'm not supposed to kill you. But the boss man didn't say anything about fucking you up. So you got to the counter. Oh!
Ennyi.
So who the hell is Daniel Cross?
Believe it or not, he used to be an assassin. The assassin, the way I've heard it told, but it turned out he was a sleeper agent for Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and destroy the organization.
How did he know you were there? We could be compromised.
They must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent Cross to see what we were after. If they were aware of our current location, we'd know. Though, I will say this. Doesn't bode very well for future expeditions.
I've set up some cameras topside. If anyone shows up, we'll see it.
I'd suggest you go see about finding a socket for that power source. Or we can return to Connor if you prefer. All the artifacts in the world won't mean a thing without the key.
Na mi legyen? Helyezzük be azt az energiaforrást, vagy...
Son, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. You have to understand, I've never been very good at this. Never mind that we live rather extraordinary lives.
Yeah, I kinda liked my ordinary one.
You can't escape who you are, Desmond.
So I've noticed.
Look, it's silly for us to go back and forth like this. I admit, I did a shitty job raising you. I apologize, I'm sorry. But it's important you understand it didn't come from a bad place. You're my son. I love you. I guess I was so busy trying to make sure nothing bad happened, I didn't consider the consequences. Truce.
Na jó van, akkor menjünk, helyezzük be azt a...
In the beginning, when we thought we could be saved, we sought to face the sun's wrath and contain it. 4 towers would be built to pull her fury into this place and dispel it. But even with all we knew, with all we had, it would take too long. 1,000 years we could labor, and still the work would not be done. The first tower was never completed. The project abandoned. We moved on. But while we labored on other endeavors, a few returned. They thought to automate the process. Metal might finish what flesh could not.
Na jól van, mindegy. Megoldjuk először úgy, hogy ha már ebbe belekezdtünk, akkor ezt az energiaforrást most behelyezzük, de a többit majd akkor, ha meg lesz egyszerre az egész. Szerintem így lesz a legjobb. Hogy ne zavarjanak össze minket még a sok történetek.
If we could not meet the sun's cruel embrace, perhaps we might rebuke it. Already we could generate the fields to protect us in times of strife. But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world. We lack the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed. A quarter, they asked. Even this we could not do. A sixth, an eighth, a tenth, they cried. The answer was still the same. Perhaps in time a city might be spared. But it was time we did not have. So we moved on.
Wonder what's inside.
Only one way to find out.
Szóval szépen lassan majd megnyílik a híd. Mindegy.
I know everyone thinks I'm being silly, but I can't shake the feeling we're being watched.
We are being watched. By Juno. Or some version of her.
Do you think it's a recording? Or is she a ghost? Or something else? Is she talking to us the way Minerva talked to Ezio?
Tekereg a feje. Nézzetek már.
No clue.
Rebecca,
Who knows what else they were working on down here? There's still so many rooms we don't have access to.
But do you think she's like literally down here, waiting somewhere, still alive?
Still alive? That's mental. That means she'd be at least 75, 80,000 years old? Oh, powerful, yeah, but not that powerful.
They came down here looking for a way to survive. Maybe they found one.
Ah, Desmond, there you are. Can I ask a favor?
Maybe.
When this is all over, I'd like to try turning the dial back on the Animus. Like, all the way back. To the time of the first civilization.
You think it would work?
There was no real loss of fidelity when you visited Altair. Then again, that was about 1,000 years ago, and I'm looking at going back at least 70,000 more.
Sure, I'd be up for it. Be interesting to see what things were like back then.
Excellent. I think it would prove most enlightening.
Na jól van, menjünk vissza akkor az Animusba. legalább igazán tehetnének egy pokrócot vagy valamit erre azért egy sziklán ülni.
Good luck, Desmond.
Derekad a picsába lesz.
The already uneasy alliance between the Crown and its subjects frays. And behind them both the Templars plot, pulling strings and moving pieces. History dictates they seek order through control. But how will they affect it here? Who supports them? And what conspiracies have they already spun?
Spare a
All
moment.
these things I must determine. Of course. For only by knowing my enemy can...
Egyszerre megyen a monológ, meg a dialógus a két karakter közt. Tehát ezt így meg... hogy értsem meg?
Xingbao, or rope dart if you prefer. One of the many plans given to us by HUN to...
HUN.
Sorry.
We'll have to work on this.
Ganondogo.
Yes, my friend.
What brings you here? Is the village all right?
For now.
What do you mean? What has happened?
Men came, claiming we had to leave. They said that the land was being sold, and that the Confederacy had consented. We sent an envoy, but they would not listen.
You must refuse!
We cannot oppose the Sachem, but you're right as well. We cannot give up our home.
Do you have a name? Do you know who is responsible?
He's called William Johnson.
Where is Johnson now?
In Boston, making preparations for the sale.
Sale? This is theft!
Kana, take care. These men are powerful.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
If you insist upon this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help. What have you done?
When my people go to war, a hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start. When the threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
You could have used a tree.
Megvan már a tomahawkunk. Egy szép darab. Jól van. Mi legyen? Encyklopédia prostého člověka. Já az encyklopédiát.
It has occurred to me that the times we live in will be looked upon by future generations with a certain degree of scrutiny,
hogy az
no matter
itteni
the outcome.
emberek hogy
With
éltek,
that in
mit
mind,
dolgoztak.
I think it valuable to
Ezt
record the
szerettem
goings-on
csinálni.
around the homestead. A true log of how people lived during this time of transition. Something to help color the portrait. What do you think?
When I find a moment, I will try.
Very good.
Ezt imádtam csinálni. Jó, akkor hát menjünk Bostonba. Menjünk Bostonba. Jó. Jaj, srácok, menjetek már az útba. Van itt egy almanak. Elkapjuk? Namor neodhod. Západná snela, kartáčová strela. kaptuk. Ez jó. Kussolj! Itt is van valahol még egy almanak? Aha, ott van lent. Elkapom. Mondom, elkapom. Ja, el is kaptuk. Hál' Istennek. Samuel Adams.
Ah, Connor. Hello again. What brings you to Boston?
You.
Would you excuse us, fellows? Thank you. That conversation was about to turn unpleasant. Now, what can I do for you?
I was hoping you could help me locate William Johnson.
Of course. I'm headed to a meeting with some men who should be able to help. Why don't you come along? It's good to see the people finally taking a stand against injustice.
Says the man who owns a slave.
Ooh, sorry? I practice what I preach, my friend. She's not a slave, but a freed woman, at least on paper. Men's minds are not so easily turned. It's a tragedy that for all our progress, still we cling to such barbarism.
Then speak out against it.
We must focus first on defending our rights. When this is done, we'll have the luxury of addressing these other matters.
You speak as though your condition is equal to that of the slaves. It is not.
Tell that to my neighbor who was compelled to quarter British troops, or to my friend whose store was closed because he displeased the crown. The people here are no freer than Surrey.
You offer excuses instead of solutions. All people should be equal, and not in turns.
It's in turns, or not at all. We must compromise, Connor, however painful that may be.
Hey! It's my home, no matter what you thieves called taxmen say! If the gums in Parliament who want to take my property, you tell them to sail across the pond and take it themselves!
It's not open for discussion now. Open this door or these men will break it down. Ah!
Ah, bollocks! We're coming in!
I trust the mounting evidence is proof enough, Connor.
Continue on. I shall meet you at our destination.
Could use some support. Come on, is that all you have?
Justice for once. I dare the governor to send more. You all right? I'm fine. It's not my first dance. For all their teeth and claws, these little foxes, they fight like puppies. Thank you, my friend. I'd buy you an ale, but I'm expected somewhere else.
Na. Jó, akkor menjünk tovább. Riportje se na schôdzok Samovi Adamsovi. Ja, itt vannak most már ezek a üzék, hogy Itt van egy... kutyus, menj már innen. A végén téged is kinderül. Na jó. Ja, ez itt is vannak ilyen üzék, azt mondja. Öreg, jobb ha elhúzol innen. Most mi van? Jaj, menjetek már a picsába. Ó, csazd meg!
Connor, I'd like you to meet some like-minded friends. The owner of this fine establishment, William Molyneux, and the manager and chef of his newest venture, Stéphane Chaffeau.
Ah, Connor and I just had a ball with some red coats enforcing some taxmen outside my home.
The collectors grow bolder and more forceful. Something we must address, Samuel.
Then let us raise a banner. Something to let the people know that they are not alone. The docks are an angry place of late. Protesters picketing the latest shipments of British tea. The eyes of the city are upon that stage.
A Bostonian without his tea is a dangerous beast.
William Johnson is smuggling the tea off the ships.
Délután.
One of his men tried to sell me this. A sample of what I refused. But it's from those ships. No mistaking the stamp. He's charging a king's ransom. Must be he's making a mint off those who buy it.
Where is he now?
I've never met the man.
May I ask why you seek him, Connor?
He intends to purchase the land upon which my village stands, without the consent of my people.
No doubt the revenue from his little smuggling endeavor is financing the acquisition. A tax enforced on tea grants a boon to smugglers. I'll wager the same men who levy the taxes are selling the tea. A stage requires a spectacle, and I may know the play. Connor, head back to the docks and see to the destruction of the tea. If you should need us, return here.
Pardon me.
Oh, come on, mate.
Ott a cucc. Oké. Szóval akkor menjünk vissza a takolások. Hol a... Hol a szarban van? Hát kapd már el! Aj, öcsém. Na. Most minden egyes alkalommal ezeket a rohadt küldetéseket fogja nekem itt mutogatni. Oh. Zničite pašovanu naklad novca snimbu. Na mi van, miért nem veszek fel? Öreg, jobb ha eltűnsz innen. Jézusom! Azt mondja, hogy... A másik. Просто. bunyósok kihívása megvan. Öreg, jobb, ha marhára elhúzol innen. Ja. Nyolc ki, jó? Nyolc ki. Baromságotok. Jó van, na azt hiszem, hogy már elég lesz. És majd legközelebb itt folytatjuk. Na, menjen a morgó zene. Mit is felszerettem. Nem kellek én itten. Na, jöjjön a morgó zene.
Stefan, what is wrong? Where is Sam Adams?
Who cares? I've been robbed! Ils vont me le payer, ces scélérats de merde!
Ne idegeskedj.
Where are you going?
To get back what's rightfully mine!
Hagyd, de utálom ezt.
Oh! Regardez! Some pathetic redcoats waiting for a beating! I will match your face to your jacket, crapule!
Jaj, hát öld már meg végre!
coquins me prennent mon père au Canada et voilà qu'ils me ravissent ma propriété ici. Il suffit. We are not English. We are not the king's men. We are free. But the king sends these redcoats to push us around. They are not our masters. This is our city. Let's show them who owns it. It's time to fight.
Stefan, please! Stop and listen to me!
I've listened for long enough. They come into my home and take my things? I will get my revenge. The man responsible for this will pay. His friends will pay. Voilà trop longtemps. Ils vont goûter dans mon courroux.
Asszódj meg!
L'endroit croise mon chemin. Ils me volent ma maison, ils m'obligent à fuir mon pays, et les voici qui veulent s'approprier ma nouvelle demeure.
There is a way to fight injustice, but this is not it.
Aj, Pista, juss már el végre oda, ahova akarsz.
I will match your face to your jacket, Capule!
Destroyed? You stupid mongrel! I suppose you want me to tell Johnson his tea just spontaneously combusted? Nonsense! Someone's responsible for this, and you will find out who. And if you can't, I'll gut you and find a smarter mongrel who can.
What do we do? Create a window.
Bloody hell are you?
Ah.
Why? You have no right to rob people blind. By decree of the British Parliament or not. British Parliament? I worked for William Johnson.
Johnson? End his suffering cleanly. Please.
Ah. Szépen.
The people seem to have an ear for you. What are the things you lost?
The people listen to me only because I spoke the truth loud enough, which is worth 1,000 times the content of my footlocker. And the English, they can keep my things.
You did well tonight.
I said I'd buy you an ale when you first helped me. In place of drink, I offer you my allegiance. For what it's worth.
Your aid is welcome, and I am grateful. Now, I need to find Sam Adams.
Jó, van, majd megtaláljuk Sam Adamset valamikor máskor. Nekem már mára elég volt, jó? Srácok. Szóval... köszönöm szépen mindenkinek a figyelmet. És hát akkor majd legközelebb itt folytatjuk. Jó éjszakát mindenkinek, szép álmokat és sziasztok!